packages. I'm Sal.
I'm Ben.
And I'm Tiffany.
What happened to you?
What?
Looks like you got a little something on your face.
Yeah, I remember when I went out to investigate that weird spaceship,
Yes, I do remember that.
right?
There was a lot happening that day.
Yeah. Yeah, well, this happened.
Well, goodbye forever.
No, I think I'm okay.
Yeah, you'll probably be fine.
Well, he's got like this really happy face. I can see it.
Yeah.
So,
Well, I'm sure he's thrilled.
yeah. No, we're having a good time.
Yeah. Usually when it comes right off, it means that it's already done its job.
What job?
Nothing.
Okay.
I'll tell you later.
Okay.
Anyway, just enough time for us to talk about Batman Aliens, written by Ron Mars with art by Bernie Wrightson. This is a comic that I got on a lark in 1997. By the way, happy Alien Day to everybody. 4/26, April 26th. Fox doing a whole big promotion.
That's awesome.
They got Ripley sneakers from Reebok.
I want those.
They've got this book. Actually, is going to get reprinted, and so you can pick up a trade of this in the future.
Wow.
In the meantime, or until then, I will put a link in the description box below this video for you to pick up. So, anyway, it's a two-parter. This is back when they were like, well, we have a story here, and like, but there's only two parts. Like, as a kid, I picked up issue 1, and then I read it and was like, cool. And then I never picked up part 2, and I never knew there was more than like, than one part. I was just like, what a weird cliffhanger to end it on. And then later on, I found out there was a part 2, and then I was surprised there wasn't like a part 3, 4, 5, and 6. Just a whole story done in 2. It's not bad.
Oh, okay.
They did do a sequel in 2003, which has multiple parts, and I never read that.
So, okay, so Batman's fought the Predator.
Yes.
This is not the same Batman.
This is... Sure.
Okay, now he's fighting aliens.
Yeah.
Does he also fight, like...
A Terminator?
Yeah.
No.
Okay, well, what about, like, Pinhead?
No.
Okay.
Batman's never fought Pinhead. He has fought Judge Dredd, though.
Oh. See, if you fought Pinhead, then you get the Riddler involved, because it's a puzzle box. It's
That
the
would be
Riddler
fucking
who brings
brilliant.
the Cenobites.
Oh my god.
Yes. Batman Hellraiser?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the book. Good luck with that. Sorry, past, for missing out on that.
It's okay, they made how many of those movies now?
8?
A lot.
I think it's more than 8.
I was gonna say,
lot.
good ones?
Oh.
Oh, I don't...
2?
1?
Yeah, I think it was fun.
They love teaming up Batman with stuff. And by the way, we've done at least one of those where Batman fights the Predator.
Yeah.
It's the first one. It's available over Ben's head. Click it, watch this episode. It's amazing. I don't give a shit. You know, we could be doing like another like DC book or a Marvel event or something. No, I want to talk about Batman Aliens because
It's
this
fun.
book is really cool.
I mean, Rebirth is coming out.
Yeah,
and
there's a lot of things happening, but you know what's really cool? This 40-year-old property.
Well, and they're
Okay.
reprinting it, so that's kind of like a rebirth.
Exactly.
It's
Good
really,
call.
you know what though? It's really easy to put him into this kind of
Yes.
thing because he's, at the end of the day, he's a man.
Well,
He's
yeah.
a man who's highly trained and has awesome gadgets.
But it's just a guy.
Yeah.
And the best part is, like, for this, like yes, has Batman, is this the same Batman that fought the Predator? Sure. Because at the end of the day, he goes back to the Batcave and goes, like, chalk that one up to a fucked up day. And then fucking, like...
Alfred busts him with his elephant gun.
Yeah, he does not... Alfred does not
He's like-
appear in this book. This is a very isolating book. This is a book that makes you feel very alone.
Oh, cool.
And I really like that because that's how aliens should make you feel.
And also, that's a great theme for Batman.
Yes,
He's a
Batman's
loner.
very solitary. Being in space is
sorry,
a very...
what?
He's not in space,
Oh.
but the aliens are born in space. This violates one of my cardinal rules about aliens, which is that aliens should never land on Earth.
Agreed.
We never see aliens on Earth. I think that's a gross mistake, and it's been made at least once in the movies. But yeah.
Not just once.
Twice.
Oh yeah, twice. Uh-huh.
And they were both deplorable.
This is really good, despite the fact that it violates that rule.
The other cool thing about it is that, like, Predator and Aliens both exist in the same universe.
Yes, so,
Yeah.
So it makes sense that this is the same Batman.
It could be the same Batman, but he never goes like, this is like that time I fought that fucking hunter guy. Like, no. He makes only one reference to anything other than the story he's in, and it's
Okay.
Robin. Okay, so this is just let me read you the quote they chose to put on the book. I have no understanding of the madness into which I descend. This is what Batman thinks to him, or is recounting his adventure. Because we know Batman survives, so
Right.
Batman is narrating this story where he's like, so, alright, there was this Wayne Tech scientist who went out into, like, the jungles of South America, and he fucking died. and Batman goes to investigate what happened. And when he goes to investigate, he actually runs into a bunch of like mercs or black ops government types.
Ooh.
They're an elite team. It's actually more like Predator in that we have like a team of badasses who are all very distinct but do not wear military fatigues.
Yeah.
But they do like shave their face and
They have affectations.
take their shirt off and cut their chest.
One has a giant machete.
That does not happen, thankfully. Their squad leader, Seeley, who has no patience for Batman,
Fair enough.
which is cool.
He's in the jungle dressed as a giant bat.
Yeah.
That's gotta get really hot and sweaty.
That's the one thing that never escapes me. Even in 1997, I was like, Batman must be roasting in that thing. Wrightson's art is so good and so kind of very like hyper real, yet really cartoony. But you feel the weight of Batman's suit, like the dark colors and the weight of his cape makes you go like, God, everyone is sweating in this book.
Well, he's been
Batman.
He's been in a city. And that city can be cold and harsh.
Cold, but could also
But you're
be
in the
hot.
jungle!
You're in the jungle. You're in a rainforest for all intents and purposes.
And it's bright daylight.
Yeah. So we meet Seeley, and Seeley like points a gun at Batman's face, and we do this little like dick measuring contest. And Batman's like, "Give me that." And Seeley's like, oh, "You take it away from me again, I'll kill you." And Batman's like, "Yeah, right. I'll just take it away from you again."
Yeah, I don't know if you know this. I'm Batman.
I'm fucking Batman.
I did.
Twice. No one is. Well, I bet you don't do it again.
But I do.
And the team is like, "All right, so we're in the jungle. You gotta come with us. We gotta work together."
Right.
And Batman's like, "No, you can follow me. Like, I'm on a mission, and you can come with me if you want." And they're like, either way.
But you
So
go
wait,
first.
these guys have been there for a bit now.
Yes,
So they
they-
kind of know their way around.
Yes.
And Batman showed up and seemingly from what you skipped fought a crocodile.
Well, he lands in the swamp and is immediately attacked by a crocodile.
Which is fair.
This female mercenary, Hyatt, is like, "Batman, move out of the way so I can shoot it." And he's like, "You don't need to kill it." And then he wrestles it, wraps it up in cable, and then releases it into the jungle.
Effectively killing it.
No, because...
Yes!
Well, alright, yes, its mouth is shut, but it has a fighting chance, and I have it on good authority that crocodile survives.
And he meets the cannon fodder.
Yes, he meets the characters who will all die! Because it's an alien book! Seeley introduces
Come on,
them...
one has to make it.
No!
Well, you're in a book with Batman.
Yes, one of them does! Well, the honorary member of the team gets to go. Hyatt is the, like, ride-along character. She's the character that you're supposed to sympathize with a little bit.
Okay.
She's cool, she's a badass, and she's a go-getter. Her whole character is she aspires for greater than she has. And it almost is a little bit of a character defect because she clearly doesn't, like, care about people because she's too busy furthering her career. She's like, I'm part of this elite team because one day I want to be, like, in charge.
Okay.
It's an odd way to climb the ladder, but
Right.
she's
going for it.
proved herself to be more than capable. Then we meet the rest of the team. There's Paige, who is Hawkins from Predator. There's Gantry, who is the token Christian, who will start babbling like a lunatic when he runs into any aliens. And Vanderpool, who dies first. And that's the team. So Seeley leads the team, and they basically happen upon a derelict spaceship. And what's really cool is we don't get into fucking, I should call Green Lantern and find out what spaceship this is. It also doesn't look like a sleek, cool Naboo Star Cruiser. It is a clunky, heavy, garbage junker of a spacecraft.
Oh, is it near a pyramid?
It is next to a Mayan temple, yes. This predates AVP, the movie, by a good 5 years. So
Still have flashbacks.
I know, but I was okay with it because it hadn't been ruined yet. Like Paul W.S. Anderson. But yes, there's a Mayan temple. There's aliens in it. They have to be on Earth. We have to deal with that.
Right.
Because we're not going to send Batman into space. Unless it's like Batman helps Green Lantern fight these aliens. Like, which is a story, but, whatever. Or like Batman helps Green Lantern settle the peace between these two peoples. And then Batman gets fucking, like, stranded on another planet that's like LV-426 or something, and Batman's stuck there.
Because could you just
That's
do
too
it
far in the future.
that
Yeah, it's too far in
Batman
the future.
like investigates a orbiting piece of debris
Yes.
that's putting out like a strange signal?
Yeah, he's got the bat plane, right? That can
Yeah.
go
and
into
you
space.
could go up in
He could
there
go into
and
there.
like do like a crazy...
That would be way cooler.
The other fun thing about that Green Lantern idea is that Batman is seeing some shit, but if aliens started popping out of people's chests,
Yeah.
Green Lantern would freak out.
I mean, ostensibly, Green Lantern should have seen that already. Green Lantern should be familiar with the Xenomorphs. Yes, there's a Mayan temple. It lands next to a fucking Mayan temple.
Okay, this is before AVP. I'll Predecessions aside.
That's fair.
I don't think that's a word.
No, it's
Predecession.
not. So they're like, cool, an alien ship. Let's go check it out. Which, like, no.
Like, have you ever seen a movie?
Yeah. But what's cool is they don't go like, we gotta call Washington, and Batman's like, you can call Washington if you want to, but I'm going in. No.
There's going to be some good stuff in there that's going to soon become Wayne's head.
Yeah, exactly. No, they all go, cool, aliens, let's go. And they go in and they find an alien body strung up in the goo with an open egg in front of it and a hole in its chest.
Wait, an alien?
An alien egg.
But like a xenomorph
Oh,
alien.
no, an alien like a fucking...
Like a different alien.
Like Kilowog.
Oh.
Yeah, it wasn't Kilowog. It actually looks more like an X-Files alien. Like, it has kind of like a weird...
Oh, yeah, look at that.
Like they have little... They wear little jumpsuits and they have...
It's like a Nosferatu.
Yeah, he looks like a Nosferatu, actually. Ugh. It's kind of weird. And I don't know, like, how long has he been dead? How long have they been there?
He's always looked like that.
Yeah, I think he's always been like that, because the idea is that the Wayne tech guy who went missing, who's actually a geologist who was, like, surveying the area, he goes missing and then Batman investigates, so he's only been missing for, like, a week or so. So my guess is the aliens probably crash landed about a week ago. The geologist went to go investigate. He fucking got eaten by aliens, and then that was the end of it. So what's great is Batman figures out the plot to Alien immediately. He's like, open egg, hole in the chest, strung up by goo, okay. So there's eggs on this ship somewhere. There must have been something that laid eggs on this ship. It killed everyone on the ship. It made the ship crash. They're here, and it gestates in the person and then bursts out of its chest. I'm going to keep this dead facehugger for evidence.
Wait, facehugger?
Well, because...
You mean like this?
Yes, because once the... Yeah. Well, don't worry. You'll be fine. So... But I love the image of Batman putting a facehugger into a Ziploc bag.
That's for
I'm
later.
saving this for later.
Yeah.
This is going to be lunch.
We're going to need to eat.
Alfred, what can you make out of this?
And then he just, like, puts it away. We don't see it again.
If he then jumped to the conclusion of, well, the only solution is to nuke the site from orbit.
Yeah.
I would be like, yes!
He doesn't say that, but he's like... Later, they run into the aliens, and he's like, fuck this whole site. No. They can't leave. The aliens can't leave. So they're like, alright, this is fucked up and scary. There's things out here. They make camp. Guy who dies first is, like, annoyed that there's this howler monkey that's making noises. So he goes out into the woods to kill it. He gets taken by aliens. And then the whole team goes into the temple where the aliens have made their new home.
Ah.
And what's great is then we have another dick measuring contest with Sheely is like, I'm in charge here, Batman. Like, we're going to do this. And Batman's like, okay, sure, whatever. And then bats all fly out of the temple. And everyone freaks out except for Batman. And Batman's like, sure thing. I'm sure there's a new pair of pants in the temple. Let's go. So...
God, really?
He doesn't say that, but
Bats look really funny.
They're very bizarrely drawn. They look like dog creatures with wings. Every bat I've ever seen drawn in a comic book is never a bat I've ever seen in a nature magazine or in a video about bats. They never look like that. Mostly because bats aren't very scary looking. They're kind of cute.
Yeah.
The idea of a winged, biting creature flying around with an assortment of friends is terrifying, but once you get up close, you're like, look at them, though. But they do carry rabies, so watch out.
Yeah.
But
Unless you're looking at that giant one.
Yeah.
And to be fair, you guys don't have long enough hair. You don't have to worry about it, like...
Getting caught?
Ooh, yeah, that's a problem, right?
Yeah. Just... No! They find the geologist.
Oh.
So when they find the geologist, they're like, who the hell's this guy? And Batman's like, his name was this
He's
guy.
like, case closed.
Yeah, he's like, it was Abel Barrett, case closed, this guy's dead, moving on.
Gotham needs me.
Yeah. Whoosh!
Maybe I'll hear
Slow
that.
pellet!
Wait, I think I see the bat signal.
From Gotham?
Yeah.
We're in motherfucking Venezuela.
You see space curves with time, and there's the whole... I gotta go.
Yeah.
Grappling hook.
Clark.
He just grappling hook.
Yeah.
He just grappling hooks a snake
tree.
and brings it down.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Shit. I hate the jungle.
This is why I never come here.
Then Batman shares the information about Abel. He's like, this is Abel Barrett. He was a geologist, Wayne Tech. He called... Bruce Wayne called me to come down here, and no one says, that's pretty fucking convenient, Batman.
Yeah.
So you're Bruce Wayne then.
Yeah.
No. Abel apparently was also keeping like a recorder and documenting his entire journey, and Hyatt sneakily takes it and keeps it for herself because she's a go-getter, and so she's, her wheels are turning, and she's got to be the character in the alien story that wants to use the aliens as a weapon.
Oh, okay.
It follows all the tropes. You got a team of people. They're picked off one by one. There's always a woman who fights with them. There's always a member of the team who is either an insider for the company or who is like seduced by the company to use the xenomorphs as a weapon.
Yep.
In this case, the female warrior and the company man are one and the same.
They have a limited cast.
This is when Gantry starts babbling in Bible verses.
Yeah.
By the way, I hate that cliche. Like, so much. When you have, like, a warrior or, like, a soldier of fortune who's, by the way, when they drew him, cross front and center, like, over all the other fatigues, so you know that's the guy who's gonna lose it. And you're like, here we go. And he's just...
No, clearly this is God's plan.
Yeah, and he's like, they're demons sent from hell to destroy us. And you know he'll be babbling in Bible verses right before an alien gets him.
Right.
And he'll pray one last time.
Yep, he'll start praying and then the alien will get him. It's every time. I don't know why. It's weird. It's a weird cliche. But in any case, Batman then, he's like, look, there's eggs, there's these creatures. Like, we found one dead body with a hole in its chest there, like in the ship, and we found one dead body here with a hole in its chest, which means you have two aliens to deal with. Like, I'm already figuring this shit out. And then they find Paige, and Paige is like, kill me. Because we gotta have that. We gotta find a guy who's strung up who's got an alien in his chest.
Who's still alive.
And then Seeley just shoots him. She's like, nope, boom.
Nice.
Headshot, kills him.
Good.
Batman tries to fight Seeley because he's like, you killed the man. All we had to do was take him down. And then Batman's in the wrong.
Yeah.
But he's never seen aliens, so he doesn't know. So he's like, you're a murderer, and you killed that man in cold blood.
Even though he already knows what's going on.
Yes, but he doesn't know that, like, it's a death sentence. He doesn't
Right.
know, like, we could open him up, take the alien out. It's in your chest, man. You open it up, and there's an alien.
What are you gonna do?
Moving your lungs and your heart out of the way.
And it's alive. It's not just,
It's not sitting there, yeah.
Not a bag of sand.
No, exactly. You open it up, it's gonna attack you. Like, no. But anyway, Batman tries to fight Seeley, and Seeley's like, yo, man, I plan on surviving this. And that's when the aliens come and get him.
Oh.
But he shoots it, and then both aliens come down. He shoots the alien. What happens? Acid comes
blood.
out,
Spilled
gets
on
on his face, but he doesn't die right away.
He becomes Two-Face.
He basically does become Two-Face, but it would be really cool if that was like a thing.
That would be amazing if they didn't have Two-Face and then this is how it happened.
Yeah, Batman and Harvey Dent go to fucking find this poor man.
Like, get back in Gotham, he's running around, and, Commissioner Gordon's like, who's this guy? Yeah.
That's my fault.
We don't want to talk about
Let's
that.
not talk
My
about
bad.
it. Yeah. Batman fights the aliens in hand-to-hand combat. Like, he whips a line around one of the aliens, he pulls it in.
See, I did this with the gator.
Yeah, he did it with the gator,
Oh,
exactly.
yeah.
Gantry is shooting at one of the aliens, and he gives his prayer. We get the cool shot of the alien mouth with the other mouth. But this time we actually see the little mouth get him.
Oh, really?
Wow, yeah, you do.
Yeah. Right there.
Oh, ew.
Yeah. But this is
He's just kissing him.
by the way, I like it because this is a Dark Horse DC production. Dark Horse had no comics code at the time. And so when Dark Horse publishes it, this is like an R-rated book.
Nice.
There's no cursing in it, which is kind of too bad because it's an alien book.
I can see that.
We should have cursing, but we do have grotesque violence in it, so that works out.
Is there anyone at any point that says Marines?
No,
We are
no one
leaving.
says we are leaving because they're not Marines. They're a special
That's true.
elite task force.
But,
All right, mercs.
yeah.
Mercs, we are leaving.
Does anyone know that they are leaving?
I think Batman says we're leaving at one point or another, but he doesn't shout it. Batman
He
is,
whispers it
Batman
quietly to
never
himself.
really yells. He just I think he yells at Seeley for being a murderer, but that's it. Like the rest of the time,
Right.
he's just like, "We're going. We gotta go."
Yeah, I feel like Seeley should be like, seriously?
Yeah, right. So
Not only that, you know who I am. I'm a merc.
no,
Yeah,
it's
and
true.
does Seeley die?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah, no, everyone dies. I love the moment where Batman's fighting the alien and he's like tangled up in it. And then he's like grabbing its head, and then it tries a little mouth move, and Batman's like, yeah! It's just this, it's like, and he's like, whoa! And he grabs it, like, no!
Well, who knows what comes out of that?
Yeah, he's like, oh no, what if that has another little mouth?
I'm screwed.
Yeah. So then Batman's about to get totally fucked up by these aliens when
That's way bigger than it normally is.
it is bigger than normal.
It's like a little dinosaur came
Well,
out.
that's a big alien.
Yeah, these are really big. There is a really big alien in this. Thank fucking God it's not a queen.
I was gonna say,
No.
No?
No queen.
Well, how did they get? I guess the eggs were just on the ship then.
The eggs were on the ship.
Okay.
Like,
Is it a knight?
what?
Yeah, they had knights.
Oh, yeah. Well, here's the thing. Okay, about...
I'm remembering the toys now.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
bull alien and the dog alien.
That had the horns.
It's funny you should say that, because in, different versions of aliens, like, the xenomorphs are the ones that come out of humans, right? The ones that we know, with,
Yeah.
with the polished heads. And in Alien 3, one comes out of a dog, and it's actually more, like, quadrupedal, and it has, like, more dog features, even though it's basically the alien.
Yeah.
And later on, they'll experiment with more and more different types of aliens. There is a special alien in this book as well.
Okay, don't tell us. We'll get to it.
We see it, and it's really...
Oh, wait a minute.
It's really cool. I love it.
We know what's up.
Yeah, you know what's up.
Wait a minute.
So the aliens are about to fuck up Batman when Seeley gets their attention by shooting at them.
Okay.
And one of them grabs him and is just chomping on him and pulling him up into oblivion.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Oh no, you don't!" Grenade, and he fucking blows up one of the aliens and caves in the temple. So Batman, Hyatt, and I think Vanderpool, whichever one of the other guys isn't dead, are trapped in the temple, and they know there's at least one alien left. And so they're like, okay. And that's how the book ended. Batman shielded them from the blast, and Batman's like, we have to go into the cave. Which, thankfully, I have a lot of experience.
Yeah, because I'm a Batman.
I'm Batman.
Don't worry, I'll guide us.
But the book ends...
Okay, I didn't do anything.
The first book ends with the crocodile freeing himself from the rope that Batman tied his snout on.
Oh.
And then he...
Clever girl.
Yeah, and then he submerges under the mountain, which is where the temple has been built into. And underneath, in this little lagoony area, he encounters an egg. And it opens, and
It's like they're hissing at each other.
and the crocodile is like, I think the crocodile's surprised.
Oh no!
Yeah!
So,
His feet.
so later you will see a motherfucking crocodile alien.
That's
and
cool.
it looks just like any other alien, only crocodiles are fucking big. And it gets really big. And it has big stumpy crocodile legs. It's massive. But as far as the team knows, there's one alien left.
Right.
Which, as we know, is enough. More than enough.
Also, this is the jungle. There are a lot of animals out there.
Yeah, thankfully, well, they're in the temple now, so they don't have to worry about more animals. But they're in the temple, and Batman falls asleep while they're...
What?
Yeah, he actually winds up apologizing for it because he's like, I shouldn't have fallen asleep. But he has a fever, a heat-induced nightmare dream.
Do you understand? I'm dying in
Yeah.
this costume.
And you guys survived, so I can't take my mask off. So he is dreaming about his parents' murder. He's back in the theater, only this time they went to see It Came from Outer Space.
Oh.
And they're like, Bruce, did you like the movie? And he says, I would have liked Zorro better. And they're like, well, maybe next week we'll see it. And we're like, oh shit, was this the movie that Bruce Wayne saw before they saw Zorro? Apparently Bruce is a cinephile. And then...
We brought him every week.
And then Bruce's dad has a face hugger on his face. And then his mom has a chestburster blast out of her chest. And Bruce is just bathed in their blood oh my god! And he wakes up as he's imagining a chestburster coming out of his chest. Which is not unlike in Aliens when Ripley had her own dream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they basically kind of collect their bearings. And they're like, alright, what do we got? We got, you have your gun. I think Hyatt has a pistol. And Hyatt also was listening to...
the recording?
The recording. And, listening to the events that took place. And how he's
Okay.
the guy is... It's its own alien story. It's its own cool alien story, which Dark Horse actually wound up doing
What?
later in their own Dark Horse Presents anthology stories where they're they told that geologist's story.
They tied that in.
They tied it in. Where they're Dark Horse no. Batman exists in the Dark Horse Aliens universe, and that happened. And DC's
Cool.
sure. It happened on a Thursday. Whatever. Because that's the best part about Batman crossovers. It's Batman goes out in the night and he fucking fights sometimes he fights,
It's everything.
he fights Two-Face or Joker, sometimes he fights Jigsaw from Marvel or fucking Carnage, or sometimes he fights the Predator or Aliens or whatever, or Judge Dredd, or fucking whoever, it doesn't matter.
Who knows who's gonna show up?
Yeah, he's always fucking prepared, because it's with Batman, he's such a perfectly iconic character, you literally throw him in anywhere and he works.
When
I
you
think
said
is so great.
When you said Jigsaw, I was thinking of the Saw movies.
Would you like to play a game, Batman? I've already solved it.
It's done. It's over.
Done. You're a dumb puppet kick punch guy who's behind the
I know
scenes.
where you are. Also, I'm going to get everyone out of your traps.
Yep. I'm
Batman.
a goddamn magician myself. You dumbass. Yeah, I would love to see that just to fucking take Jigsaw down a peg or two.
That's just a 2-page comic.
Yeah, Batman vs. Jigsaw.
a short
Done. Would you like to play a game? I'm behind you. Crocodile is like, oh no, I have an
Crocodile has its own
alien.
little arc.
Yeah.
What's happening?
We see that. Yeah, we watched like a fucking Tolkien book. We see every
Right.
agonizing element of this crocodile's journey.
This crocodile's journey sucks since
Yeah,
Batman showed up.
Yeah, Batman ruined this crocodile's life. They're bitching about how they're going to get out of this cave, and they're like, you don't know a cave. Like, how the fuck are you going to... And Batman's like, oh, I feel the wind. Means we got to go this way.
Thanks, Gandalf.
Yeah.
Follow
So,
your nose.
Batman leads him down this cave. It's neat. He talks about how, like, we got to go through these sacrificial chambers. They don't do anything where, like, they got to push this button.
I was gonna say, are they gonna solve the puzzle of the pyramid?
No, there's no fucking... They're just like... Batman's more like, I can read hieroglyphics. They run into the other alien. Or the other alien to them. They're like, there's only one alien left.
Yeah.
And, yeah, and then they fight it. Like, that's it. The book really kind of like, it's all downhill from here.
Okay, but what happens during this fight?
Oh, well, Batman, like, literally wrestles the alien, and then he's like, get out of here. Like, Hyatt, take the other guy, the not dead yet guy, and get out. And Hyatt's like, you
Okay,
got
we
it.
saw that already.
Yeah, well, he knows
again.
He knows it's coming, so he knows he's got to deal with it. Like, that's, for the aliens, like, that's their one move. You know, like, they don't, like, the
I'll
move
pull
that-
you up with my tail, and then...
and then I bite you with my second mouth.
I do a lot of things. Sometimes I, like, grab you.
Yeah, but
with my
but at the end of the
thing.
day, they're always going to bite you with their second mouth.
Sometimes I'm in a vent, and I'm like, hey!
That fucking shot of him being like, ta-da!
And every once in a while, like, they're below a grate, and they grab you and pull you down.
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes I do that.
Yeah.
There's a lot of grabbing.
Yeah, there is.
They have good hands for it.
Yeah. One of the aliens tries to take Hyatt, and Hyatt winds up shoving a grenade in its mouth. Or actually, Batman does. And blows it the fuck up.
I don't use guns.
But I will blow
But
it
I
up.
will do this!
Yeah. I don't use lethal force unless it's convenient for me.
Also, you're not human.
Yeah.
Oh no, his cape!
Yeah, his cape gets acid on it. But it's also, like, it's special cape. It protects against, like, fire and stuff like that. So, it's just tattered, but it's still there.
Okay.
So yeah, Batman winds up like wrestling Hyatt free from one of the aliens and shoves a grenade in one of its mouths.
The other guy's dead, I take it?
No, the other guy's still good. What? The other guy, yeah, this is where I'm like, this is where the guy dies. He literally goes like, okay, Batman. He's like, I should help, and Batman's like, don't go over there. All the aliens are here. And he's like, okay, you got it, Batman. I will spread your legend and stay over here. And he's like, go, get out of here. And he's like, okay. I will leave. He is the most sensible character in this book. He's like, goodbye. He's like, all the aliens are here. I am leaving.
He's
so
what
leaves.
we should all strive to be.
Yeah.
Agreed.
So he leaves, and he's actually like, Hyatt, you go with him. So when he frees Hyatt, he blows up the alien. He goes like, there's one alien left. We're good. They go.
Oh.
He caves in the entrance to like the sacrificial chamber, and then they leave the alien behind. And
Okay,
then,
so Batman is with them now.
so Batman's with them. Yeah, he doesn't separate from them.
Okay.
He does later, because when he leads them down this, he's like, this is where we were going. Into this big open water chamber that's not like open. It's really big and expansive, but it's not, there's like a little like vent or a hole in the ceiling that leads outside, because at one point he goes, he sees the bats, and he's like, the bats, like, they're not
They
gonna,
know.
they know where to go. So he follows the bats, and the bats lead him to this big open water chamber.
This is also not only the Mayan
They're in its
poop
mouth.
station.
Yes. Yeah. As it turns out, like, they're actually in the mouth of this huge Mayan sculpture
Wow.
that is like the front face of a huge inner cave waterfall,
Oh,
which
that's
is
cool.
also, of course, where the crocodile entered.
See, I was thinking this was the septic system for the temple.
Right. I mean,
And
it could also be
Also, there were a lot of bats around, so there's going to be a lot of guano.
guano. Yes.
Gross.
Yeah. So they're in the bathroom.
Batman's used to that, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's in sewers all the time.
Exactly.
I'm in the guano.
Oh,
that's
well,
true.
yeah.
Batman is like, all right, that vent is where we need to go. I'm going to go climb up there, secure a line, and then feed it down to you guys and bring you guys up. So just stay here and wait. And they're like, okay.
They're like, thank God Batman's here to do all this work.
Yes. And literally that's what Batman does. But then the other alien shows up, and it grabs not dying guy.
Is this the new alien or the one from the cave?
The one from the cave.
Okay.
He'd found another way in,
Okay.
and it takes him. And he's like, Hyatt, help! And Hyatt's like, nah.
She just lets him die?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah. She actually, it's worse, because she fires into the air, pretending like she attacked the alien. And so when Batman comes back, he's like, what's happened? She goes, the alien took him, but I mortally wounded it.
Well, where's the blood trail? Where's the acid?
Yeah, Batman doesn't care. He just wants to get out of here.
Well, Batman knows it's a lie.
He kind of suspects, but he's also like, are you sure it was a kill shot? Are you sure you killed it? She's like, I'm a mercenary for hire. I'm completely aware of how to kill something. Trust me when I tell you, I killed it. He's like, okay, great. I'll go secure this line. And when he turns to do it, she fucking hits him in the back of the head with the butt of her gun.
What a bitch!
She's like, yeah, I let Vanderpool die because I'm gonna get out of here. And with the evidence on this tape and the alien that's trapped in the tunnels, I will come back here with the U.S. government and we're gonna capture it and we're gonna use it. Because like at one point or another, earlier in the because it's not just, this isn't just a sudden idea. This is earlier in the story, like while they were camped out, they're talking about the aliens and how fucking scary they were and how like ruthless, efficient killing machines they were.
You know how great this would be in a movie?
No.
If we could tame them?
One of them says something like, man, if we could just take like one of these and loose it into Afghanistan, we'd have nothing to worry about. And she's like, yeah. You know who has ideas like that? Go-getters. Leaders. So
Me.
It's not even her idea, though, isn't it?
No.
I like that
She just steals it.
I like that she
Yes.
also doesn't like think to take the facehugger that he has like
No.
as backup.
It's true.
I
Now,
find
maybe
it funny
she
doesn't
will-
kill him.
She's actually going to. She's like, you're the last like, loose end. So long.
Yeah, but I had to wait for you to wake up so I could tell you my nefarious scheme
He didn't
before I
really
shoot
He
you.
didn't really like pass out. She just hit him and he fell down the mine stairs and then like they.
Oh, okay.
You know,
She monologued.
yeah, she monologued, which is what you don't do when there's a crocodile alien waiting for you.
Whoa!
Holy
It's
fuck.
like a dinosaur.
It's like a fucking dinosaur.
What?
Yeah.
How did something that large sneak up on them?
Well,
In the very least, you would hear shudders and, like, ripples and pools.
I think it was in the water. It's not very clear in the coloration, but I think it like snuck. I think it snuck up on them in the water and then came out because it's dripping.
Oh my god, that's horrifying.
Yeah. Yeah. Unlike Alien Resurrection, the idea of aliens in water are scary.
Yeah.
You know,
Especially that
Resurrection is
tail.
dumb, but yeah, because it has a crocodile tail, so it knows how to navigate
That's
the water.
crazy. See now, were I in that situation, they wouldn't have to worry about me anymore.
Because you would have just died.
Yeah.
Of fright.
Yep.
Yeah.
Just the life would have been like, no,
Yeah.
no, we're all done.
And so your favorite move that the aliens do kills her. It's
Chun, 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 chun.
it's huge secondary crocodile mouth just gouges
Whoa!
Hyatt through the stomach.
Sorry, this is the first time I've used this.
Yeah. Batman tries to save her, but like, whatever.
That's a horrible onomatopoeia.
Thrutch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also thought Chorg.
Chorg is pretty bad.
Oh yeah, that is pretty bad.
That it came out.
Yeah.
So then Batman like literally picks up a ancient Mayan sword
That's just laying around.
that's just laying around in the sacrificial chamber,
Right.
which was used for sacrifices. And
I would hope so.
he actually
I would hope not.
when he like Batman has a little bit of a monologue earlier where he explains like we're actually on top of a dormant volcano and it actually might even be active, but because of like the shale, like it, we're fine. So Batman cuts it with the fucking Mayan sword and its acid blood hits the ground. He's like, oh shit, like the lava. So then he just starts.
It's there.
Yeah, it's like it's under there. So he gets a fucking spear and he fucking stabs the alien a bunch of times and like just keeps cutting it so it keeps bleeding. And so its acid blood fucking bleeds into the like outer crust of the lava volcano area. And Batman then just grabs onto the line he secured in the top and just climbs up, and the fucking crocodile alien falls into the lava and dies.
So he finally got to kill Killer Croc.
Yeah. It's actually kind of funny. You think about it, like, we see the emergence of 2 proto-Batman characters.
Yeah!
We see Two-Face in here, and Killer Croc. Yeah.
And Talia al Ghul.
So as Batman is climbing back up, that's when the other alien shows up, and it's like, ah!
I'm here too!
I'm here too!
Save me, Batman!
And it's great, because the alien's like, I'm gonna fucking kill you! And then the bats come.
What?
The bats come through the fucking, like, hole. Because of the lava. They're like, ah! Because of the heat. And the alien, huh? And fucking, it gets tangled up in the line, and Batman fucking makes it use its secondary mouth to cut the line, and then it, like, because it's all tangled up, falls into the lava, and Batman fucking climbs out of it. And
the entire time he's thinking, there's no wound on this thing.
yeah, what the fuck? What a bitch.
Man, Batman uses that tangling up in a line move a lot in this story.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, if it's a good move, you know.
Yeah.
I'm surprised he didn't have nerf gas.
If it ain't broke. Yeah, he doesn't use the nerve gas. Well, I don't think it would work. The aliens are such a simple yet complex organism. Like, they're complex in as much as they can think,
Yeah.
but they don't think farther than killing and, like, reproduction.
What if you got, like, superpower raid?
Yeah. You mean, like, because they're bugs, basically?
Yeah.
I mean, it's a bug bomb.
Yeah, I mean, like something should kill these things that's chemical, but they have concentrated acid.
No,
for
they
blood.
do have that, too.
Like, they're
Yeah,
literally a
doesn't mean they're
living
immune.
poison factory. Like, everything they're made of is killing you.
Okay, well, acid is not poison. It is
No.
it is poisonous, but like it's not
But
the
it's,
chemical. It's the fact
it
that
is
it's
death. Like, it is made of death. I don't know if using, like, the only thing that would really kill it is just cut off its head. Like,
I have a great idea. Just give it a base. Give it something. Give
Yeah.
it like Pepto or something.
exactly.
And then it's just like,
neutralize
oh,
it.
I've turned into salt and water.
There you go. That's it. I would like to see that used. I'm sure that Dark Horse did it at some point or another.
See, that's why he took the facehugger. He's like, I'm going to use this for the future.
Yeah.
Learn.
So, Batman frees himself, and he narrates the rest, where he's like, I blew up the spaceship. Because, no. We could have learned a lot. Wayne Tech could have made another couple billion. No. Fuck the spaceship. I blew it up. That's the end of it. He goes home with the facehugger, and he does a whole bunch of tests on it, learns a lot about it, and then he's like, what he learns at the end of the day is Hyatt's right that the U.S. government would love this thing as a weapon. And in fact, anyone would love to use this as a weapon.
Yeah.
So he
Especially the highest bidder.
Yeah, so he takes the fucking facehugger and he like goes off into like the cave, and he goes over like a high chasm and he just tosses it. Like, no. He gets rid of the evidence.
And that's what makes Dynesium.
Yeah. The thing that makes Endgame possible.
Yeah.
He also listens to the rest of the tape,
Yeah.
and the rest of the tape is just like, oh, I can't believe this is happening. And then
I was gonna say, is it just screams?
yes. It devolves into screams, and Batman's like, case closed.
Another good day.
Yeah.
I am the best detective ever.
Yep. I went to South America to solve the mystery of this employee of mine, and I wound up being inadvertently the result of the deaths of at least 5 different people.
But I did solve the case.
And I can never tell anyone about it, or keep any record of it, because otherwise it will fall in the wrong hands.
You know what's
So it's
also-
like the last 3 days never fucking happened.
What's really funny is that they never had Batman not shown up. That merc team all would have died. They never would have made it out alive.
It's true. But they all died anyway. Nobody made it out alive, except for
But
Batman.
then there would have been more aliens.
But there would have been more aliens because the ship never would have been blown up.
Yes.
Good job, Batman.
Yeah.
Keeping us safe.
Yeah. And that's it. It's just a 2-parter. I actually wound up, because of the miracle of the internet, I wound up reaching out to Ron Mars. And I was like, hey, man, any insights into the Batman Aliens book you want to share? And he said, nope. Just that Bernie Wrightson is a kick-ass artist. And I'm like, fair enough.
Thank you.
Agreed.
Sure.
Like, and he is. The art is moody and dark and cool. It, like, gets its own style. It works really well.
Look at that image.
The images are
That's fucking
so
Batman.
striking and cool, and that fucking gator alien is one of the coolest aliens outside of the core 2 movies that I like.
I'll admit that anytime I see a new alien species,
Yeah.
they're awesome.
Yeah. Like the action figure line, the old action figure line, where they
Yeah.
did all those different, the gorilla alien, the bull alien.
Bully alien was weak.
Yeah, the bully. Oh no, he had the fucking horns.
Yeah.
His action was cool. He
See,
pushed the
that's funny.
buttons.
In my head, I was describing the bull alien to being like a bigger male.
Right.
I don't know why.
Well, because that's how they work. But
Yeah.
like, no, not when here. They're just they're just xenomorphs.
I think I just made the connection that the night alien had a larger head, like a
Yeah.
shield,
Yeah.
like a knight's
That's
shield.
what I was thinking of. Yeah, that one.
Yeah, that's cool. Batman Aliens is a great Batman story. It's a solid alien story. It works on both levels. This, for those of you who are keeping track, is a solid 100% endorsed crossover. There's so few that
That's
work.
cool.
And I only do the ones where it's like we got to do them. Where it's like either an epic crossover, the first crossover, or just a solid fucking story. Like it's not just a gimmick. Anybody can do Batman versus Predator.
You know what's a gimmick?
What?
If Batman got hit by a facehugger and then an alien pops out and it's wearing a little costume. That's a gimmick.
That's madness.
But it's a funny image.
Yes. Now, they did a sequel to it, which I never read, but the image of a Joker alien made me completely not want to read it.
That's just a
No
cover,
interest.
though, right?
It is an I mean,
I
like,
don't know. He did that.
yeah. That. By the way, I think that's kind of weak. I was disappointed. When I found this, over 10 years after buying this, this cover is cool. It's an interpretive cover where it's like Batman, aliens. That's the image. The other cover is just what happens in the book. It's literally just a panel from the book.
Yeah.
Which, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's on the back of that one.
Yeah. They liked it so much, they used it like 4 times. We see Batman do that like 4 different times in this
I
comic.
gotta tell you, though, they had the self-control to not put the crocodile alien.
Yes.
Because that would have been
That's
easy.
a reveal. They're like, no, that's cool. It's also, I love Ron Mars's writing in this because it's so Heart of Darkness. He literally tries to evoke that feeling by having it much more flowery. Like, what's your quote on the back?
You can't control these things. Trying to put them in anyone's hands is lunacy.
Who would say that out loud?
Batman? No.
That's Batman's line, but what a weird line.
Yeah.
The opening line, I love it. The nights of my life were spent grappling with leering psychotics, criminals whose inner psyches are as scarred and twisted as their outward appearances. In them, I believed I had seen the heart of horror. I had learned I had no concept of horror. It's a cool story, and it's one of the few like Aliens comics that I really, really like. Not just because Batman's in it, but also because I think it pays homage to the core story without like jumping the shark or the crocodile, as it were. And I think a perfect example of something that we might do on back issues for Alien Day.
Yeah.
We have no stake in Alien Day whatsoever.
Nope.
They didn't give us anything. They emailed me.
Yeah.
And I reached out to DC, and I was like, hey, what are you guys doing for Alien Day? And they were like, nothing.
What?
I'm like, I heard you're putting this out, and they're like, not us. I'm like, oh, Dark Horse must be doing it. Hey, Dark Horse, I hear you're putting out Batman Aliens in trade form, and they're like, fair enough. Alien Day 426, and I'm glad they went with 426 and not 223.
Yeah.
That's not Alien Day.
No.
That's Disappointment Day.
So I'm not feeling so.
So great.
No.
No.
You should take a base.
Pepto, yeah.
Yeah.
See if that helps.
All right, I'll wait till we're done.
Yeah, that's a good
Okay,
idea.
okay.
It'll probably be really expensive to see anyway.
Yeah. So yeah, well, don't worry about
We'll
it.
do that afterwards.
I gotta tell you, this is really random.
Yeah.
I just put together that in Prometheus,
Yeah.
the aliens are like the complete like balancing reaction to the Prometheans, like a
Yes.
creator of light and then a complete destroyer of
Oh
death.
yeah, no. The whole message of Prometheus is that like the
Seriously?
aliens are made to kill. They are literally evil and death.
Just thought of that as I was like,
Oh.
Also, the whole thing that you have, like, the white creators and the black destroyers.
Yeah.
yeah, life and
Little-
death.
Little
A
heavy-handed
little
there.
on the nose
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
We made them opposites.
Except even the creators are killers and murderers and assholes.
Yeah, only when they
Fucking
wake
genius.
up and they're just like, "Rrr,
Well, they're mad because you tried to live forever.
how dare you.
Yeah.
Like cats.
The magic! The mystery!
the memory.
That's what they're mad about. They're like, cats?
No.
Cats?
By the way,
Wanted to live forever?
How dare they? And how dare you at the Winter Garden Theater?
Yeah.
Eat it, Rum Tum Tugger.
Mr. Mistopheles. By the way, each issue, $5.
Oh wow,
Nice.
In
that's
this
great.
beautiful format.
That's
These are out
really
of print.
cool.
You won't find these anymore.
Oh,
Anyway.
those are collector's items.
You know what? This
Collected
is
by me.
this size book. If they sell that for $10, that's a good deal.
That's a good deal. Yeah, I agree.
Good deal. Good deal.
Damn good deal.
Ooh, good deal.
Good
Anyway,
deal. Maybe
thanks a
they'll
lot.
have- maybe they'll put an extra art in the back.
I would hope so. I would hope that like the collected
Yes.
volume has like sketches and maybe a foreword. Maybe Ron Mars is burying the lead a little bit. He's like, oh, I have a whole thing.
Do you know how many concept things I did for this?
Yeah.
I made parrot aliens. I made boa constrictor aliens.
I made monkey aliens.
I mean, those are basically like the regular xenomorphs,
Yeah,
but
no,
a
these
little
are-
furry.
Yeah.
And
they
small.
can't have fur.
They were tiny.
Yeah. That's the worst thing you need.
They're tinier than
The
faster.
last thing you need is faster, littler aliens.
With little hands.
Yeah. They get everywhere.
Yeah, they get in your mouth instead
ha-
of using their little mouth.
Yeah.
hang by
That
their
just
feet.
hangs onto your nose.
Yeah. Ugh. No. Anyway, thanks a lot for watching. We'll see you guys next week with an all new episode of Back Issues, and I'll put a link in the description box below to get some version of this that you can pick up if you want so choose. Thanks a lot for watching, everybody. I'm Sal.
I'm Ben.
I'm Tiffany.
See you next week. I guess most
Yeah.
of us.
Yeah, I'm not really feeling so well. It'd be terrible if we cut right now.